Episode 5 already. I hope you've been enjoying this series. Today's video, I am talking to Brad from Rusty Bear. We talk about, well, mainly Rusty Bear. Enjoy. I'm very good, thank you. You've just given me a little tour of the place. I didn't realise it was so big.
Yeah, it's massive. It's like Amazon.
Well, one day. Is that the dream, is it?
Well, you called it Argos, didn't you, before? So, you know.
Yeah, I did, yeah. You're not going to let that down, are you?
No.
Is the plan with, how far are you going to take Rusty Bear, do you think? Like, you're just going to keep expanding or keep it as it is?
No. We're always expanding. I don't sit still. We're because obviously we've got the two main sites with Craft 52 and Rusty Bear. So Marika does the Craft 52 stuff, looking after all the boxes and the gift boxes that we send out.
Mm-hmm.
I concentrate on the Rusty Bear side for the men's grooming and lifestyle products. But I'm probably going to be going more into, because we're doing the subscription side of things.
Yeah, I saw that. Your coffee.
Yeah, we're doing coffee and candles, yeah, because the candles have gone down really well. The men's candles and stuff and the wax melts and that. So I'm going to push more on that sort of side of things, as well as the coffees and that sort of stuff. Because Rusty Bear it's not really a beard site. That was more like just one of the product lines that we do. Whereas we're mainly set up to be a men's lifestyle sort of thing. So it's all about bringing sort of candles to men rather than, just having women's scents all the time and that sort of thing. So just expanding.
Yeah, well, I remember when we first sort of had I remember messaging you probably like 18 months ago when I started trying to do the reviews and going on the website, and there was a lot more to it than just beard oil or beard products.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite cool that we still think of you as a beard brand, but actually there's so much more to it.
The beard, really, that's where we started. And then you guys all decided that you like me coffee, you like me candles, and you like me clothing. So it's kind of just went from there, really. So,
Well, yeah, it sounds bad, but literally you just have to keep getting the money from the people. If they want candles, give them candles.
That's it, man. Yeah.
And if they're going to give you money for it, why not?
Yep. Yeah. So that's where we're going anyway. So yeah, we're not sitting still. We're just going to keep pushing different avenues. And I'm doing getting the license for selling the alcohol. So might see a Rusty Bear rum come through at some point. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That's what I'm working on. But
I won't be asking for any of that. Don't worry.
No.
Unless you do a non-alcoholic.
I might do a non-alcoholic version. We'll call it water.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't mind water.
There you go. Then.
It's up to 11 months now. I haven't been drinking. So quite happy with it. I think
about 11 hours, I think. Yeah.
Well, the main reason why I stopped drinking was because of my daughter. I like to drink beforehand, not like in the morning. It was always beer, but lager. But when 2 weeks before we were expecting Tommy to arrive, I just sort of thought, actually, I don't want to be that hazy dad who wakes up in the middle of the night and stumbling, smelling on your breath. I just wanted to be clean. And 11 months, I wouldn't have thought I could do this long without a drink, but I've managed to, which I still get cravings though.
Yeah, I mean, I used to smoke, and I always said that as soon as I have kids, I will stop smoking, and literally that's what I did, and that was 18 years ago, and I never went back to it. So same sort of thing.
Yeah, 4 years it was for me in November that I gave up cigarettes, and for that reason was because I remember thinking I'd smoked for more than half my age, and that other half that I didn't smoke, I was a baby and a toddler. And it made me feel so sick that I just thought, I never smoked when I was hungover. And then I remember getting really drunk. And then I did 3 days without smoking. And then it turned into a week. And now it's been 4 years. And people always said, when you give up smoking, you'll save loads of money. But then you just spend it on alcohol.
No,
And now I don't have alcohol. I don't know where the money is. So
must be.
Well, I've lost weight. So
there you go.
So but no, that's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, I would say you're quite well respected in this little this little group, and I was talking about you on one of my videos the other day, and just saying how I would say you're probably one of the bigger brands on the Instagram, and I like the fact that you never talk about how busy you are. Like, you very rarely,
I mean,
moan about being busy.
Yeah, I mean, I am busy. I constantly work, but that's I'm always told I work too much and all that. But then realistically, I'm glad I do, because otherwise I'd be going out my box in lockdown. Because at least now I've got something to do and fill my time. But I love it. There's nothing wrong with working hard if you enjoy doing it. It's I love what I do. We create things here. If I'm not physically making stuff, then I'm designing. Looking for new scents, new products. I'm constantly busy. But then that's me. That's what I like doing. And
I think some of us are built like that. We are built to be. Me as a chef, when I was in my prime, I absolutely loved it. Doing all the hours, constantly food. And now I've had time away from the kitchen. I don't want to go back to that anymore.
No.
I think that part of me has disappeared.
Yeah.
But one of the questions actually from was, what is the inspiration behind your scent profiles? And that was from Baldy, who does a bit of writing for me.
Yeah.
He was the only one that answered. He's the only one that gave us questions. But
okay, well, there you go.
Where do you get your sort of ideas from?
Right. Okay. So all the stuff that I do is the things that I like. So as you probably know from all the products that I've got, I haven't actually, like for instance, I haven't done a Viking product. I could have quite easily jumped on that trend and done Viking products quite easily, but I haven't done it because it's not really me. It's not what I'm into. So everything you see that comes from us is things I like. So my natural outdoors one, which was the original one, was things that I like, about the outdoors and that whole adventure and, the discovery of everything. So that kind of kick-started that. And then you've got the dark arts range, which is all a bit more darker, mysterious, a bit horror and all that. And that's because that's another thing that I love. I love the paranormal stuff and I love the horror and I love all that. And I've kind of put a bit of me into everything that happens. So like the mystery boxes, that's why I love doing them, because they're all a bit of fun and it's just, I'm be able to create something that I enjoy doing. If it was something I didn't know about or wasn't really into, then in the finished product you'd tell. It's like you're cooking, it's like when you cook a meal, if you're not really into what you're cooking, it's not going to taste that good. And that's kind of the same principle. So all the inspiration for scents and things are things that I like the smell of something, and then when I've put something together, I then think of a theme to go with it and all that. It's just a bit of fun. I'm not trying to be like one of these colognes that have got fancy packaging and all that. That's all the same all the way through. And I like things to be a bit different and a bit quirky. So that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things that if you don't have the love, it will come through in the product.
Yeah, of course it will. Yeah.
There's a couple of brands that I've been sent in the past, and they've gone all to town on the packaging, and they're trying to make it all quirky, and then you actually get the oil or the balm, and it just seems like it's made in a factory. And it's just brought in bulk, and they've tried to make it their own, but straight away that it doesn't have that bit of love, which it's like getting Lakeland stuff. Rich loves what he does, and like the whole little circle we've got, you can just tell that there's like the love's gone into it. And how long have you been trading for?
Well, Rusty Bear sort of from about 2017. I've been in business pretty much ever since I left school. Moved into the personalised gifts side of things about 10 years ago. And Rusty Bear kind of crept in from under that, because we used to make the products to go in our wedding boxes and things. And then I decided to then give it a go and see how it would stand on its own 2 feet. And it's been good, and it's kind of pushed us in that direction, So because obviously we do the weddings is our mainstream business, apart from the Christmas website as well. But yeah, with Craft 52 doing gift boxes, and then me doing the men's grooming side of things, it kind of all gels and works quite well down there. So because I work with the other half constantly, so it's nice that we're doing something separate. Otherwise we should probably tear my eyes out or something, because we never agree on anything. So it's best I do my things, she does hers, and then it works well. So.
Yeah, I'm the same with Sherry, mate. As long as I keep her happy, I'll be happy. Like, I think you learn that with these with women. Anyway,
well, we don't learn. We you know, you never learn 100%, but you know, yeah.
They're very mysterious, put it that way. One of the other questions that Baldy had written was actually, what made you do the mystery boxes?
Ah, right. Well, that started off because it was just
I meant to flash them up. There we go.
Yeah, it's just there was not a lot of other people doing anything like that. You know, I mean, because I was looking into subscription about 2 years ago, something that we wanted to do. And I thought it's there's not many people doing this mystery thing where you don't really know what you're getting. But then obviously you've got to build up your reputation before people start giving you money for whatever. And it was kind of I liked after the first one when no one really knew what I was getting. When I saw the reactions from people who opened it and everything else, it sort of spurred me on to do more because it's just nice to get something you don't know what you're getting. Obviously, I knew it was beard-related products, but didn't know what it was. And I found it quite good just to be able to tease people on Instagram and have a bit of a laugh with people. And then when they finally get it, they loved it, and then they couldn't wait for the next one. And I just carried it on. I'm going to slow it down. I'm doing one every 3 months now rather than every 2 because it's just costing me a fortune and too quick to bring products out. So I've slowed that down a little bit. But you know, my favourite one is the Halloween. Always going to be the Halloween. And that's how I started. I think that was the first one I did was the Halloween.
That's the Ouija, wasn't it? Lots of Ouija.
No, the Voodoo one. When I released the Voodoo, I did it as a Halloween box. That was last year, I believe, or the year before last, 2018. But yeah, that sort of kick-started it all off. So yeah,
I remember getting the Wham, the sweet one, the Wham. I got that one, and then I saw one thing. I think with the mystery boxes, it's Instagram almost ruins it, doesn't it? Because you get one guy who posts a picture, and then the magic's not gone, but everyone knows what it is. It's like the takeaway one you did.
Yeah.
With the Bombay mix. It was Bombay mix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But the Christmas ones, I think it was Lammy who said that he absolutely loved it when you open it in the dark. Yeah. And you had all the baubles were lit up. That's why when I saw it and I said to you, I've got to get, because I got the oil and the coffee. I'm a bit of a cheapskate when it comes to your mystery boxes, but I wore it on Christmas Day, and it was actually really nice. That burnt orange, wasn't it? Burnt orange spice chili oil. Yeah. Do you find that you use only your products? Or are you still looking around?
No, I when I first got started with it all, when I decided to launch Rusty Bear as its own thing, I bought a few in. But then I found that I didn't want to be influenced by other people's products, and I didn't want to bench. So let's face it, we know what's in these oils. It's pretty much everyone uses the same sort of thing. So it's the scent that really differentiates most of the brands that are out there. And I just thought I don't want to be sort of influenced by anybody else's stuff. So kind of do my own thing and stuff like that. So I don't genuinely buy other. I bought other people's stuff, but I don't really go out and go mad on it myself. I'm constantly wearing test products and stuff that I do myself anyway. So it wouldn't really get used that much. And
how many do you find like? So I've been trying to do this. We're doing a collab, me and Beard Illusion, for Valentine's, and I've got the 7th attempt of this oil that I'm trying to do. Do you find that you nail it pretty early on now, or do you just keep, like when I talk to Sean from Beard Monsters, he's always saying, I think I've got it, but I'm going to try again. And he keeps trying and trying and trying. And he says he almost overthinks it. Are you like that, or do you nail it straight away?
No, I don't know. I do a lot of testing with the scents. I do all the different testing, and sometimes I go back because I might not have liked it the first time round, but then I'll go back to it. And once you let it settle a little bit, and then you can mix, change it up a little bit. Add a bit of this, take something out. Sometimes I find I'll leave it, and then I go back to it and think actually that's quite fitting for what I'm looking for. It depends what I'm looking for at that time, if you know what I mean. So if I decide I want something really dark and musky, then I'll get all the bits out for that. Sometimes I'll go back to it and find that actually would have worked better with sweet orange in it, or something. So you change it up. I just know when I've got it right. It could take me a lot of attempts. Sometimes I get it quite early, but I just know when I hit it, I go, yes, exactly what I was looking for, and then run with it like that. So
I know what you mean, because like I know I'm pretty new to all this, but I sort of look at it as when I used to do chefing and be in the kitchen. You know, you taste something, you go, okay, that's okay, but that perfectionist in you go, nah, there's more to it than that. And I actually I am finding that with the oils when you just know, don't you? Sometimes.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
how?
yeah, I mean, you know, because when I first started doing it back in, I think it's like 2016 when I started really looking into making my own products. This was before the Rusty Bear bit came along. So I met this Turkish guy at a trade fair, and he was telling me that, you know, he was giving me all the bullshit about it. I sell to Harrods and all this sort of thing. I thought, oh, there must be money in this game then, and started looking at it. Looked at his ingredients. It was just olive oil and some essential oils, and it stank. This stuff was crap. So I thought, well, I'll have a look. Done some YouTube, looked up on YouTube and that sort of thing. And what I found was what a lot of people do is they just fill their bottle of oil up, and then they'll just pipette their essential oil straight into it, and then dump it, and they go, there you go, that's the product. And you think, okay, you know, yeah, you can mix your cedarwood and your lemon, and that's what you'll get. But I find that that's like you were saying, you know, sometimes you've got to leave it, and you've got to add little bits and pieces to it. And certain carrier oils as well, I found, create different effects to your finished product as well. For instance, like my pure range, which is unscented, isn't just unscented. What we do is we use oils that are low odor or zero odor. Some people just don't add scent to it and think it's an unscented product, but it isn't, because, you know, you've got your sweet almonds and stuff like that have got their own pungent smell. Some of them, you know, are actually quite strong. So it's just a case of playing with your carriers, being happy with what you've got there, then playing with your essential oils and making sure that they work together. It does take time, especially when you're starting out, but then you start getting used to what you like. And I think, you know, because I like avocado oil, some people don't like it in their product. I like it in mine. I think it works well with borage oil, which is the other one I use quite a lot. And that's my base. And I mean, I'm always trying new carriers as well. It's not just about the scent. It's about trying to find the products, because I've got that beard serum, which is super expensive for me to make. It's got androbia oil in it and baruti oil, which is ridiculous amounts of money to buy. You know, a small bottle like that can cost you like 30 quid. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I like to experiment with things like that and bring them out. But again, it's money. You know, that's what it comes down to. It's got to be affordable.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
yeah, the Borage was one thing I remember seeing, because I used to use the Borage in the kitchen as the little dainty flowers, and I always found that they taste almost like seawater. They're slightly salty little flowers. So that was one thing, and I think you had black seed in your Christmas one.
Yeah, black
seed.
Seed.
Because I like that you use the different carriers, but the avocado oil I had in my original blend, but I found it left a residue in my beard. Yeah. So I took it out. I replaced it with rosehip oil. But I think, when you know what you like,
it's all on balance as well. Yeah, it's all on balance. I mean, if you overdo it with the avocado oil, then it becomes really greasy, because it's quite thick. But yeah, it's you know, it's just finding that balance between everything to make it work.
But I think that's just your niche. It's like when I spoke to Daniel from Rune the other day, and he was saying he hates castor oil.
Yeah.
But then the Bald Viking, his oils are mainly castor oil. So if you were coming into this beard world and you were looking at what you want, well, it's so vast, isn't it? The different combinations and the personalities of the oil to suit the brand.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder why these beard struggle people, they just love that one bottle. And there's so much more out there to enjoy.
I know, it's mad. But yeah, so that's the beard stuff, but and the balms and all that. You know, we're still going to be making more products like that. We're not pulling out of the beard community or anything like that. It's just that our main concentration now is going to be with the coffees and all the other sort of products. I just want to pull it all together, so you got sort of a one-stop shop for everything.
An Argos,
like an Argos, yeah, but like market one.
How much would you say business do you get from the beard community when it comes down to the candles, and like, are a lot of the guys actually buying these extra bits you do?
Yeah. We get that. Also get a lot of the wives doing it as well, did that at Christmas. We sold quite a few bits to the bearded wives and all that sort of thing. So they're loving the wax melts, and even though I kind of sort of made it more cologne manly scent, they're loving it. So it's great, yeah. Trying to cater for everybody. The problem is it's expensive to make. I don't think a lot of people realise. They can go to a supermarket and buy a bottle of shower gel, for instance, for like Lynx or something for like £1, £2. It costs you more in ingredients to make that handmade, and then you've got to try and sell it and make a profit. Sometimes it's just not worth doing, because you're not going to sell a vast amount of it at that price. You see some people sell things for like £8, £9, £10 a bottle, and unless it's absolutely fantastic stuff, it's got to, you've got to weigh up against what you can buy in the supermarket. We all like to put across it's all natural and handmade and everything, which is fine, but for general everyday use, people are not going to spend that sort of money all the time. So it's a hard balance between, do you bring out a product to sell a lot of it, or is it something that you're just going to sell a few bits and pieces, and then is it worth your time? So yeah, before you bring out a product, you've got to weigh that sort of thing up. So.
Well, looking at last year, it just seemed to be everyone was bringing out butters, and now it seemed the last couple of months everyone's bringing out beard shampoo or conditioners. And yeah, like you say, it's like, do you want just to be another one of those, another bottle on their shelves? Really, it's about trying to think of what's next. What's it going to be after everyone's made shampoo? So a couple of brands were doing beard jelly, and I think that was just aloe vera, scented aloe vera. But yeah, it's a different one, isn't it? It's a difficult one, really. Just trying to be original, but if you start trying to follow the crowd, you're not original, are you?
No. That's why I've always stuck to what I like. Do what I like. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but at the same time, I'll try and bring out something that try and make it cost effective as well for everybody, especially now because it's tough. But that's why I've always tried to be, sub £10 on the oils and balms, and I'm always trying to put a little combo together for people, make it a bit cheaper. It's purely just trying to make it cost effective, but without losing any of the quality that's involved in it. So, like I said,
if you don't make money, you're not a business. That's all it is, isn't it? Really.
It. Yeah.
And it's great to see that you are still busy after almost a year of COVID.
Yeah, this was about March when it last year, when the weddings and everything stopped, which is our sort of mainstream business. I thought, this beard stuff and all that, what we do is that's not, we don't do enough to support us with staff and warehouse and everything else. So we got a bit worried. But then our self-care kits kicked in that we sell. Forgot we even really did them. We didn't really do it for lockdown, but all the gift boxes that we send out to people, and that kicked off and kept us going. Then something else came along, and something else came in. It's been all right. It's not, it's not been too bad. And then luckily Christmas was okay for us. So,
Yeah, it'd be a massive shame if you didn't survive. That'd be sure. That'd be horrible. Not obviously worse for you, but but like I say, you're quite a well-respected member or company that people always seem never heard a bad thing about your company.
No, that's what we want to do. We're trying to be as good as we can be. Considering can't keep everybody happy, but that's what we try to do. So yeah, we've done all right though.
I'm not cheapskates like me, anyway.
No. We ignore people like you most of the time.
Yeah, I know you do. Well, thank you very much for coming on and sort of taking the time to have a little chat.
No worries,
very
mate.
kind of you. And I look forward. When's the next mystery box?
March.
Okay.
Yeah.
A year. Is it going to be a COVID box? Is it celebrate a year of COVID?
No, I should do that though. That's a good idea. I might nick that off you.
Oh, there we go. You can have that for free.
Oh, I was going to give you a percentage, but don't worry.
Yeah, about that. Well, thank you very much, mate.
No worries.
And I'll hopefully speak to you again soon.
Yeah, we'll do. You take care.
Thank you so much, Brad, for taking the time and just letting us know a little bit more about your company and sort of the ins and outs of Rusty Bear. So tomorrow's episode is episode 6, and I think we are talking to the Bigfoot Beard Company. See you at 12 o'clock for that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment.